Today on the Trent Out Loud Podcast. Kendrick, where you at, Playboy? What up? It's your boy Trent Out Loud, and I'm back on another episode. All right, it's Wednesday morning. It's hump day. I got a good show ready for you guys today. Sit back and relax. I got you. All right, we got two lead stories today. We're going to talk about an Uber driver that was murdered, and then we're going to talk about Yeezy launching a new app. Stay tuned. Trust me, you're going to want, all you Yeezy fans out there, you're going to want to hear about this story. Then we're going to jump into quick news. We got a little bit of a Drake and Kendrick, Rick Ross update. Then we're going to talk about Joe Biden and then the WNBA. Then we got speed news. We got a little bit more on Drake, Travis Kelce, Adrien Broner, and Mike Tyson. Then we got question of the day. And of course, we're going to close out with sports news. We got an update from the play-in tournament. I got the winners and I got my takes on the play-in tournament that's going down for all my NBA fans. Y'all know what time it is. Turn your TVs, radio, or devices up. I'm about to start this show. Let's go. An 81-year-old Ohio man was charged with murder after fatally shooting an Uber driver who he believed was going to kill him. Authorities say both people were the target of a phone scam. Okay, this is a crazy story. Listen to this. An 81-year-old man from Ohio was charged with murder after fatally shooting an Uber driver who arrived at his home. According to ABC News, William Brock reportedly received multiple calls from a scammer who told him his relative was under arrest. They reportedly demanded $12,000 in bail money and claimed a driver would arrive at his home to receive the cash. Brock alleges the man on the other end of the phone call also threatened to kill his family. According to reports, authorities said scammers used an Uber app to direct a 61-year-old lady named LaToya Hall to Brock's home. Upon arrival to pick up the package, the lady, LaToya Hall, was met by the 81-year-old Brock, but he had a loaded firearm. Brock subsequently shot Hall 3 times before calling 911. Uber is reportedly cooperating with the authorities and to investigate the burner account from where the call was placed from. Like, this is just a really sad story. There is video, like, I just don't even want to play it, honestly. Like, you could see him coming outside and she walks up. I just don't like to play videos of people dying. I don't know, it just freaks me out. But it's just really sad to see. There's also a video of the man speaking. I don't know if we have that, but anyways, I'll look for it and maybe I'll put it in after. But I mean, this guy's 81 years old. He's not too sure of what's going on, because if you really think about it, like, if somebody was arrested, then why would the police send somebody to pick up money from you? And then also, too, why would they say that we're threatening to kill your family? You know what I mean? Like, that, all those three things don't make sense. If you're arrested and you need bail money, then why is somebody going to kill your family? But the guy's 81 years old. He's not super, like, conscious. He's not all there. Here, I found the clip. I'm going to play a video. Just listen to the old man. Just hear how, like, just listen to his speech and how he's not, you could tell he's not fully there. It seems to me he may have, like, some dementia or something. Take a listen.
The guy on the phone is trying to get money out of me. He was telling me he was going to kill me and the family.
Anyways, yeah, it's just really sad, man. And then this Uber driver is just 81-year-old woman. You know, those are the years that you're looking to maybe, you know, stop working, retiring. She's probably making, you know, some money on the side, and, you know, you're going to pick up money, and this guy comes out, and neither of you understand what's going on, and you're set up by scammers. Like, it's just a crazy story. More importantly, like, what do you do? Like, what does Uber do in this situation, right? There's a lot of people that use Uber pickup services. If somebody is picking up, whatever, it's clothes or packages or delivery, it's like, is Uber at fault? Or, like, how do you handle this situation? Anyways, this went super viral yesterday. It's all over the internet, and, you know, people are blaming, of course, scammers, but you're never going to stop scammers. Scammers are going to scam. Like, that's what they do. You can't expect scammers to be conscious people, right? These people are scamming 81-year-olds with, like, dementia. And then how is Uber supposed to do anything but cooperate and, you know, follow burner accounts? But these guys who are scamming, you know, have phone, like, you're not going to catch these guys. Anyways, it's just a really sad story. Pretty sad way to start off the show. But want to fill you guys in with the details because there's a lot of misleading information out there. All right, in our second lead story, the official YZR Yeezy app will be dropping soon. All right, for all my Yeezy fans, I know a lot of my followers from back in the day, Exclusivity Sneaker App, I know I got a lot of Yeezy fans, so I wanted to fill you guys in on this. Listen to the story. Kanye has acquired 2 tech startups from competing fans, which will soon merge and become the official Yeezy app. Several of Yeezy's tech-savvy fans have been behind the scenes competing with each other to build an app that would catch his attention. Ye has recently purchased the unofficial fan app YZY VSN and YZY app for an undisclosed sum and plans to merge the 2 apps coming together and it will make the official Yeezy app. And the app will be, like I said earlier, YZY. Massimo, who founded YZI VSN app, will be appointed software product lead at Yeezy and will work directly under Kanye to develop and design the app expected to launch in the next few months. Someone familiar with the deal said, Ye is devoted to his distinctively and uniquely brilliant fans who knew that if they build something cool enough, they would catch Ye's attention. And they have. So super cool that, Ye is keeping his ear to the ground and, following what his fans are doing. I'm not too sure what these other 2 sites were doing because I'm sure they weren't selling official apps, but maybe they were just building the app and showing him what they could do. But for my years and years of following Kanye and, having an Adidas account and having to deal with a million Yeezy rollouts, I'm excited for this because Kanye is always going to have exciting product launches. And what I think, I'm not too sure, but what I think this app will finally give us is one main hub or one main place for all things Kanye West. I think his music will come on this app. I think the shoes will come from this app. I think the apparel will come from this app. And he's hinted at a couple of other products that he's working on. So I think it will just be a one-stop app for all things Yeezy, like how Adidas has an app and Nike has an app. From he left Adidas, everything is like you go to his website and buy. So we all know apps is where it's at. So this will be one-stop shop, and we know that Kanye doesn't want to put his music on DSPs, digital streaming platforms anymore. This could be a way to change the game. So you all know that I always like to follow everything that Kanye is doing and keep you guys up to date on it. Like I said, I know I have a big Yeezy following on my channel and my podcast. But at the same time that I always follow Kanye, I always have to mention this when I do talk about him. I know there's still people who are upset about his anti-Semitic marks. There's still people in the Black community that are upset about his slavery was a choice and wearing White Lives Matter. So just always like to preface that every time I talk about Yeezy, I'm not coming from a fan point of view. I'm always just coming from a point of, or I shouldn't say fan, but a supporter's point of view. I'm just, reporting from both sides. Like, this is what he's doing, and somebody like that I like to keep my eye on and attention. And for somebody to have that much backlash and that much hate, I always like to see, how can he come back from that? Like, if anybody has tried to be canceled in this new cancel culture, it's been Kanye, and he always finds a way to come back up and sell his product to his customers. So that's really where it comes from. I'm not necessarily a Yeezy fan. Just like to clear that up. All right. All right. This brings us to quick news. Ring my bell. Drake taunts Kendrick Lamar over diss song Silence with a photo of his manager. So I'm going to do two folds here. I'm going to talk about some other things, Drizzy, just to wrap everything all together. But this was the most important thing that in the past day, where Drake put in his IG stories a picture of I'm thinking about last segment, a picture of Kendrick's manager. And he said, "Wondering, is today the day?" And he put like turtle emoji saying that he's so slow to respond. So Drake is applying pressure on Kendrick to be like, yo, when are you going to reply, right? So again, that's just him being strategic. What else Drake is doing in the meantime while he's waiting on Kendrick. I feel like he's bored. He's also trolling what's his name? Metro. He was also trolling Metro. He hired, where is this? He hired, Drake takes another shot at Metro booming by hiring marching band to play in front of Magic City in Atlanta. So Magic City is a strip club. For the release on, last Friday, Metro and Future were at Magic City, and they had 2 Rolls Royces parked outside. So Drake had a drum set outside of the strip club as trolling. Remember his line where he said, Metro, shut your ass up and make some drums. So Drake put this out to Metro. Take a listen. Well, take a listen. Drake is hilarious. He put that in his IG stories and he said, "From me to you." All right, so that's it really, like on the Drake Kendrick Metro thing. There's also something about Ross going on, but I think I have that in speed stories. But most importantly, every time I see something coming up on my timeline with Metro or with Ross or whatever, it's funny, but where is Kendrick Lamar? Where is the Kendrick Lamar reply? We don't care about Metro. We don't care about Rick Ross. We don't care about A$AP Rocky. We don't care about any of this. We want a Drake and Kendrick battle. Kendrick, where you at, Playboy? All right, in our second quick story, President Biden's new student debt relief plan moves forward as a proposed regulation. So I've been following this as I really love what Biden is doing with student debt relief, and Republicans are fighting him everywhere he goes, every chance he gets. But I think he found a new kind of like loophole. I just wanted to tell you guys about it. All right, so President Biden's last plan for student loan cancellation is moving forward. The Education Department has filed paperwork this morning that could deliver the cancellation that President Biden announced last week. Once the 30-day public comment and review period comes to an end, the regulation could be finalized and borrowers can see a change in debt as of October, right before election. It's very smart, but hey, it's an election year. That's what you got to do. Last year, the U.S. Supreme Court struck down Biden's proposal to cancel student debt entirely. This plan uses a different legal basis and seeks to cancel or reduce loans for more than 25 million Americans. This is amazing. Republicans have already threatened to challenge this legislation in court. So, of course, we know Republicans are still going to try and fight it, but it seems like he found a loophole that they won't be able to bring it to the Supreme Court. And I think originally he tried to cancel for like 40 or 50 million, and now it will be for 25 million, which is still a lot, right? It's like almost 10%, 7 or 8% of the population. So that's really good. Shout out to Biden. All right, in our third and final quick story, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and Kamilla Cardoso WNBA salaries have reportedly been revealed. All right, so by the way, I missed this yesterday. Huge shout out to Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, and Kamilla Cardoso, and a couple other girls for getting drafted. Caitlin Clark was number 1. We all knew that. Angel Reese and Kamilla Cardoso got drafted to Chicago. I don't remember the name of the Chicago WNBA team, but I feel like they're going to win a title. How can you stop Angel Reese and Kamilla on the same team? Like, no one's ever getting a rebound. Kamilla even said that, I can't. I'm going to be watching the WNBA and I'm going to be following Chicago, whatever their names. Sorry that I don't remember their name. Chicago something. Anyways, let me get back on track. Read the story to you, and then I'm going to comment about why everyone's making fun of their salaries, and it's just really stupid. But let me read the story to you quickly. Angel, Caitlin, and Kamilla and others made their entry into the WNBA with the organization's draft event on Monday, April 15th. Now the player salaries with the organization has reportedly been revealed, and a lot of people are making fun of them. All right. I have Caitlin Clark's broken down. Everyone's probably pretty much the same. But so for a 4-year rookie contract, Caitlin Clark will receive a total of $338,000. So for 2024, she's going to receive $76,000. 2025, she'll receive $78,000. 2026, $85,000. And for the year 2027, she's going to receive $97,000. All right. Here are a couple of things why y'all are stupid for making fun of that. The NBA, when they started out, they weren't giving away $100, $200, $300 million contracts. When Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all times, was in his heyday, you think he was making what LeBron and these guys are making now? I think for Jordan's entire career, he made like $91 million. Where there's people that are like making $60, $70 million a year now. So the WNBA is still only, like, if I'm not mistaken, 25 years old. They don't play during the season. They play during the summer where TV viewership is not up. People are away on vacation. People are outside or whatever. This is just the beginning for the WNBA. There hasn't been the attention that it's had. They're a young league. So you guys out here laughing and making fun of these girls, it's just ridiculous. It just shows that you don't know what's going on. They're getting paid what the league has to offer with their TV deals. Now, for all of those people who are laughing, Caitlin Clark made $3 million last year in her NIL deal, right? Being a college player. Do you have any idea how much she's going to make with endorsements in the WNBA? Do you have any idea how much Angel Reese is going to make with contracts? Like, these athletes, even LeBron James, he's a billionaire. He didn't make his money, well, those billions of dollars in the NBA. Tiger Woods, any athlete you look at, Jordan now, who is worth $3.5 billion, and I just told you, he didn't even make $100 million. So for you guys laughing, the joke is on you, because I bet you the people who are laughing are not even, first of all, probably even making close to what she's going to be making a year. And it's irrelevant of what she's going to be making, because she's going to be making 100 times, 200 times that over the span of her career with endorsements and the WNBA growing. They're going to have to renew their TV contract and they're going to start making a lot more money. So actually, the joke is on you, fool. All right, this brings us to speed news. Ring my bell. Drake shares his thoughts on Rick Ross's diss track, Champagne Moments. All right, I got a clip from Mel and Rory's podcast. Take a listen to this.
I said, yo, how you feel about, the Ross record? He said he was richer than me, and I turned it off.
That's hilarious. We all know it's not true. I'm sure he listened to the full track. And like I alluded to, I think it was on Monday's podcast or Wednesday or Friday, as much as I want to hate on Ross, that the track is dope. But of course, Drake is not going to give him that. So yeah, the one-liner coming back and being like, yo, when he said that he's richer than me, I turned it off. Because Ross doesn't even have nearly the amount of money that Drake does. But like I said earlier in quick news, and like I've been saying, where is Kendrick? We want Kendrick and Drake. We don't want Drake and Rick Ross. All right, in our second speed story, 190 Jake defends Drake and threatens to drop a video of Rick Ross confessing to being a correctional officer. Now, hold on. Actually, I have a video. Let me play it for you.
Were you a correctional officer at one point?
I was, yeah.
When was that? How long ago?
Maybe when I was 20.
Okay, 50 exposed this. Like, it almost feels like 30 years ago. Like, nobody cares that Rick Ross was a correctional officer. 50 exposed this. I was joking with 30 years ago. It was maybe around 6-7 years ago, or maybe 10 years ago right now when Ross and 50 were in their beef. It didn't hurt Ross then. It's not going to hurt him now. Like I said yesterday, when hip hop first originated, it was a street culture. It was a culture that was about rapping about your struggles from the hood. So yes, in the late 70s, early 80s, if you were a correctional officer, then that will for sure discredit you. 50 years later now, the hip hop is 50 years old. It's broadened. It's no longer about stories and poetry from the hood and the struggle. It's a much broader art form. You could be a correctional officer. You could be homosexual. You could be transgender. You could be a painter. You could be a ballerina. You no longer have to be a thug. Nobody cares that Rick Ross was a correctional officer. And again, where's Kendrick Lamar? All right, in our third speed story, Travis Kelce will be your next TV game show host. Travis Kelce is staying busy in his off season and running up a bag. According to Extra TV, Kelce is the official host of a new game show called Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity? Y'all trying to see Travie Trav on the football screen and the game show screen. Listen, I like this. I think it's fun. Travis Kelce used to be on like this dating show. He likes being on TV. You could tell that after he's done with football, Travis Kelce is going to have he already has his podcast with his brother, but you could tell he's going to be in television and movies. Like, he likes that. So this is not a surprise for me. And he does well, man. He does good. He is on his reality show and the other things that he's doing in entertainment. He's got a good personality. He has charisma. So I'm not surprised by this at all. All right, in our fourth speed story, boxer Adrien Broner is up in Coi Leray's live shooting his shot. I don't have any video on this, but I do have a little picture you guys can see. I'm going to put it up on YouTube page. Go check it out at Trent Out Loud. So Coi Leray was on her live. I think this was probably when she was at Coachella. And Adrien put Messenger on her live and said, "I'm on your body." And then he said, "Be at my next fight in Miami, May 31st at the Hard Rock on me." Heart emoji. Like, bro, you're Adrien Broner. Like, yo, slide in her DM or something, playa. Like, don't be up on this girl's live. I mean, it's not showing how many people are on the live, but I'm sure when Coi Leray goes live, it's probably 60, 100,000 people. She's not seeing your message and other people are catching it. You just look weak out here. Like, that is just sad. You think she's going to be like, I can't wait. Like, yeah, please. Like, Adrien is embarrassing himself. This is horrible.
Trying to bag me on an Instagram live is fucking crazy. Like, get the on. Okay? Gone. Okay. Like, that's fucking corny.
All right, in our fifth speed story, Ryan Garcia said he's suing Devin Haney after their recent face-off. Devin touched me without my consent. So I have a video for this, actually. Do I have the video? Yes, here. Go on my YouTube page and check it out. I'm going to play it right now. Take a listen. So I don't know. Normally boxers do this, and you see when it's like not a big fight, they do this things to kind of go viral. But this push look real. I don't know if it was rehearsed, and I don't know if this was planned. But I don't really think he's going to sue him. But anyways, Ryan Garcia tweeted out this. He said, "Devin touched me without my consent. I'm suing him for putting hands on me, and I identify as a woman. So he pushed me. So hold on. Listen." So he touched me as a grown man and hit a grown woman. I am LGBTQ plus, so now it's a hate crime. Nah, this is so effed up. And then he put like rainbow emojis. Like, what is wrong with Ryan Garcia, man? Anyways, this is just weird to me, man. Shout out to Ryan and Devin. I hope this brings the attention that you think is going to bring to your fight and you sell more tickets and you get more pay-per-view numbers. This is starting to get ridiculous out here. All right, in our sixth and final speed story, I have a video of Mike Tyson sprinting. He's obviously training for his fight that I'm very hype about, as you guys know. July 20th, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul in Dallas on Netflix. I'm going to actually try to be there. CFQR 600 promo team. Send me to cover the fight. So I have Tyson training. Yo, I would not go anywhere near Mike Tyson. I don't care how old he is. Listen to him running and listen to how crazy this man sounds just even sprinting. Listen to this. Yo, who runs like that? Like, yo, you see him when he's sparring and he's boxing. Yo, Mike Tyson is just crazy. I wouldn't fight Mike Tyson when he was 100. When he turns 100 years old. Like, that's how afraid I am as Mike Tyson. Like, he is fully crazy and always aggressive. This man can't even run non-aggressively. Like, that's how crazy Mike Tyson is. I feel sorry for Jake Paul. All right, this brings us to question of the day. What's one fashion trend you predict will take over this year? Okay, before I even read, I know what it is. It's a girl fashion trend, and you're going to see it this summer. I'm going to see if someone's going to say it in the comment section, all right? Stacey Grace 4882 wrote, men in more dresses and purses. Okay, whatever. SJ Manager wrote, hope it's not Crocs. Okay, Crocs has been a trend. Like, you're late on that. DJ Genesis said, Jay Hurley curls coming back. I don't even know what that is, but I don't know if it's curls like my curls that I'd be rocking. Yosha Dream wrote apple bottom jeans and boots with the furs. Hey, I talked about that yesterday. Shout out to Nelly bringing apple bottoms back. Somebody wrote, bring back United Colors of Benetton. Okay, that's hilarious. Somebody wrote, my teenage daughter and her friends wearing flare jeans a lot, something I've noticed. Somebody else said, I hope soap and water. You people are funny, man. Shane Dredd wrote, baggy clothes for men and women. It's already a trend. That's already been a trend. But I will say that a lot of guys, like I would say more like men that are like in their 30 plus, have been a little bit slow and still wearing skinny jeans. And I definitely think we'll see this summer people going to way more baggier clothes. Totally agree with that. Faith Family Fitness said natural bodies making a comeback. Yo, I'm here for that. Agree. Somebody said same color from shirt to toe. Really? I haven't really noticed that. More Caramel wrote cowboy anything, and I'm cool with that. All right, that is my answer. Damn, I'm mad somebody caught it, man. I'll read one more before I tell you mine. Somebody said return to the 80s and 90s fashion. That's been around. Somebody wrote cowboy hat, flare jeans, natural hair. Yep, natural hair for sure, and 90s fashion. All right, so that was going to be it. Yes. Beyonce, the cowboy style and the cowboy hat, you know this summer you're going to see mad girls rocking cowboy fits, stirrups, and for sure cowboy hats. You already start seeing it a little. I saw Kim Kardashian kind of rocking some cowboy hats. I feel like this summer you're going to see a lot of like Daisy Dukes and cowboy hats. I predict, trust me, what you're going to see. All right, that brings us to sports news. Of course, we got to talk about the NBA play-in. What a horrible night of basketball. The Lakers beat the Pelicans and the Kings beat Warriors. Obviously, it was horrible because, both my teams lost. That sucks. I was hoping that Pelicans would beat the Lakers and then the Lakers would have to play Warriors. That's what everybody wanted. I'm sure even the NBA wanted that. I'm sure I'm not the only one that wanted that. And then, of course, I wanted the Warriors to beat the Lakers, right? As you guys know, I'm team everything against LeBron. I mean, I love LeBron personally, but I always have to go against him on the court. The thing about the game, well, the first game, I'm lying a little because the first game was good. Lakers, Pelicans was really good. Zion played his butt off. I think he scored 40 points. I remember the assists or whatever, but he played almost like the best game of his life. It was his first post game ever. Pretty ironic that it was Zion's first post game, and LeBron is the player that has played in the most post games. But Zion did his thing, and he got injured, I think, 3.5 minutes in the fourth quarter. The game was tied. I really think that the Pelicans would have beat Lakers. They were on a run. I think they were on like a 14-4 run or 14-2 run. Anyways, it was going good, and then Zion got injured, and they had to pull him off to do X-rays. You always got to think about the future, and they knew that wasn't a do or die match. And now the Pelicans will play the winner of Warriors and Kings. And I feel like if Zion is healthy, then he could beat them on Friday. But yeah, so that's it, man. That was it. That was last night's game. That was West Coast. So the West Coast is set. Friday will be Kings against the Pelicans. Oh, and to note, sorry, I can't talk about the Lakers and not talk about Warriors. That's it. Warriors will be finished off in 10th place. It's just really sad to see that dynasty be over. For sure, they're going to break the team up now. There was questions if they're going to keep Klay Thompson. For sure, they're going to trade him and they're going to break them up. It's the end of an era. It's over. Draymond is still there for 3 years, I think. Steph, I can't remember who he's left on his contract. If I'm not mistaken, it's 3 years. So they will stay, but Klay is gone. They need to do some restructuring. But it's the end of an era, man. It's over. It's done for the Warriors. Tonight is East Coast turn. I think it's Miami versus oh my gosh, hold on. Let me pull that up so I know what I'm talking about here. Yeah, see, I almost got it wrong. So Miami versus 76ers and the Hawks versus the Bulls. So obviously the game to watch is Miami versus Sixers. I don't feel like Joel Embiid is 100% healthy. And you know Jimmy buckets, you know playoff Jimmy. He comes alive, he transforms. That's my guy. That's my team. So for sure, I'm going for Miami. And the Bulls and Hawks, I guess DeRozan, I got to go for him. He's still, what he did with Toronto. I'm always going to look at DeRozan as a Raptor, just how I always see him. So I'm going for Bulls and Heat. Let me know who you guys are going for. Send me an email at trentoutloud. Send me an email, trentoutloud at cfqr600.com. Let me know who you're going for. And that's it. It's a wrap for me. Hump day is over for me. Work is done for me. I know you guys still got almost like half a day left for those of you who are listening on CFQR. But thanks for hanging with me. For those of you who are listening on YouTube or on podcast platforms, remember you could check me out daily from 11 to 12 on CFQR600.com. You don't have to be in the Montreal area. Anywhere you are in the world, any device that has internet, check me out from 11 to 12. You can listen to this podcast with 90s and 2000 hip hop and R&B. It's actually really dope. It's a dope show that we put together here. Shout out to the CFQR 600 team and the Trent Out Loud Podcast team. So that's it. And also for those of you who are always used to listening to me on the radio or on .com, remember, if you cannot always listen to this show from 11 to 12, you can also always catch us on demand on YouTube or on podcast platforms. It's available anytime you're ready to listen. Just go to YouTube or podcast platforms and type in Trent Out Loud. The show will pop up. Don't forget to hit that follow and download button. Thanks for kicking it with me. I will see y'all tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It's your boy, Trent Out Loud. Peace.